everyone, I'm Brenda Terry, spirit specialist and mixologist for Johnson Brothers, and this is Hospitality at Home, Mezcal Edition. Today, we're going to talk about Nucano Mezcal. Nucano is an extremely artisanal mezcal line coming to us from Oaxaca, Mexico. It is made by third and fourth generation family mezcaleros. In addition to that, they use a Tahona press process. You take a large stone and it's wheeled by a horse or a donkey, and it actually goes around and spins in circles and presses the agave and macerates it before it goes into the fermentation process. They also use a distillation method called copper pot distillation. If you use a copper pot distillation, you're going to get a beautiful, rich, and velvety spirit coming back to you. And in addition, it's going to also have almost like a terroir note to it because you're not removing all of the impurities from the distillation process. They do a joven, which is essentially an unaged mezcal spirit. They also do a reposado that's rested for 9 to 12 months. And they do an añejo, which really should be called an extra añejo because it's aged for 3 to 5 years. Some people think mezcal should be served neat or on a cube, but I think you can enjoy mezcal in lots of different ways, including in cocktails. I am going to make you my favorite mezcal drink, which is a delicious mezcal margarita. So we're going to grab our tin. And we're going to start with 3/4 of an ounce of agave. If you would like, you can use just a simple syrup base. Next, we're going to add 1.5 ounces of lime juice. All the way to where my line is. Perfect. Next, we're going to grab 2 ounces of our joven Nucano Mezcal. Perfect. And last, we're going to do some orange curacao. There's a lot of different curaçaos in the market. Just find the one that you really like. But we're going to do just 1/4 ounce, so just a little bit. So we're not really sure when the first margarita was actually made, but historians believe it was probably made somewhere around the 1930s, late 30s, early 40s. At that time, it would have been made with lime juice, tequila, and orange curacao or a Cointreau. However, if you research cocktails, there is a cocktail called the Daisy, and Daisy means margarita. Whoever invented the margarita, and there's lots of stories behind who was the first to do so. There was a story that a woman who was a Ziegfeld dancer was allergic to all spirits except for tequila. And so a bartender created the margarita for her because she could only drink an agave spirit. There's another story where a debutante created the cocktail at a party. There's all these different kind of, wives' tales out there. But when you really look at historical classic cocktails, the Daisy, which was originally made with brandy, lemon juice, orange curacao, a few dashes of Jamaican rum, and a little bit of gum syrup. That seems to be the first cocktail that somebody most likely was inspired by, which led to the margarita. All right. We're gonna ice. And notice that I'm icing all the way to the top of my tin. I'm making one drink, and I personally believe that for one drink built in your short tin, you should ice all the way to the top. We're gonna get a good seal. Flip it over so your short tin is always on top. And then the point is when you're shaking is that you really want the ice to hit on all the sides of the tin. So you want to be listening for that, okay? So we're going to shake. Nice. Grab a cube. You do not have to double strain a margarita. I double strain a margarita because I don't like ice chips. I just want a very clear, clean product. watch your wash line. And what I mean by wash line is the line between the top of the glass, the rim of the glass, and where your actual solution is. So that's a pretty beautiful wash line. And lastly, it wouldn't be Margarita unless, of course, we added a beautiful lime wheel. And there you go. Cheers.